Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Florida Boy, and this is my EDC channel, where we go over all types of gear and stuff that, you use to carry every day. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the i5T, and this is the new color variant from the latest sale. This is the Autism Awareness Edition. Let's get into it. So right off the bat, I really like the color gradient for this flashlight. Here is the box for this bad boy right here. This shows iOS, simple but special, or iOS. Dang it, i5T EOS. Sorry, I work with phones all day, so iOS is kind of one of those things I'm just kind of used to saying. So here you go. Here's the back of our box here. High output 300, drops to 30, low is 15, max runtime 20 hours. And on high, you're going to get 2 hours and 30 minutes. Pause if you want to read this information here. You get your 5-year warranty. And that's about it for the box. So let's get that out of the way. And let's get on with this flashlight. So I think what Olight did here was kind of special. This is an autism awareness sale. And like I said, this is the Autism Awareness Edition. And we can see here, yes, we have kind of a ghosted symbol. I don't know if I can pick it up very well, but there we go. All the proceeds from this were donated or are being donated to Organization for Autism Research. So I think that is super cool. Commendable. Very commendable. The lights on here I think are very interesting. This kind of reminds me of like darkness turning into light type thing, like the sun coming up, or vice versa, the sun coming down. I think that is pretty interesting. Definitely a cool color variant for this flashlight. Now this is no different in size or performance to a standard i5T, and we can see here that we have the same button on the back, we have the same clip, we have pretty much the same everything. So yeah, no difference. Double helix knurling here, or milling, whatever you want to say. So everything's pretty much the same. It still runs off of a AA. So no difference in performance. If this is your first time seeing one of these bad boys, we will just go ahead and do the normal, where we take a length, height, weight, blood pressure, all that good stuff. There we go, 2.2 ounces. And we will jump right over to length. There we go. Length is just at 3.5 before your tail switch. Now, being that this is a tail switch light, these i5Ts will not tail stand, so keep that in mind if tail standing is important to you. But it does have a double-sided clip. Ta-da! So you can hook it to a hat as well as like a pocket. So aside from that, this is a pretty good flashlight. Actually, they're pretty great. A lot of people enjoy them. It's pretty good for just like a handheld flashlight. You can hold this in a couple different ways. There you go. So it works pretty good. Feels kind of awkward if you hold it like this. That clip, it doesn't give you a lot of room for purchase, and you get some hot spots on these fingers, especially where it kind of dovetails up at the end. So just keep that in mind if this is something that you're going to hold in an attic or something like that. You don't have any magnets, you don't have anything like that, so you're better off clipping it to a hat or something of that nature. Lights this size for me tend to be backup lights. So this would be like something I would wear in conjunction to carry in like conjunction to another flashlight. Something a little bit bigger. So this would probably go in like an EDC bag for me. And then I'd have my normal light I would keep, in my pocket. So let's talk about the 300 lumens. We're not going to go outside and do beam tests with these because I've done plenty. I just wanted to talk about the color variant and this light in particular because of what it represents. So this is your 300 lumens, and you'll get a max distance of just shy of 200 feet. So it's got pretty good throw, sitting at 910 candela. And as you can see, we have a cool white LED with the PMMA optic lens. There you go. Take a look at that. Going back down, with that 300 lumens, it does have a couple steps. It will step back down to 150 lumens and then 30 lumens. And the run times on that are 300 lumens at 3 minutes, 150 at 25 minutes, and 30 lumens at 122 minutes. So actually, the high mode on these lights really isn't bad. The low mode at 15 lumens will get 20 hours. So like I said, runtime, not bad. I think those runtimes are based off of alkaline batteries. I have not tested this with a lithium. So you probably get a little bit better performance, maybe a little bit better runtimes with something that's not alkaline. That's just me being skeptical. I would assume lithium batteries usually have a little bit better performance than your little cheap batteries that Olight sends. I don't have another way to put it. They send a little bit cheaper batteries. It's cool. They give you the free battery. I've ordered a lot of flashlights where you don't get a battery with the light. So I'm not complaining, but they're just pretty, they're basic, they're cheap. No biggie. So my flashlight in particular has a ton of oil on it. My Baton 3 Pro did as well, and that's usually not the case with Olight, so they might be just coating them nowadays. It's interesting to see that kind of develop over time, because I promise I have not received lights that had, I mean, this battery has oil on it. So me just wipe just a hair. While I'm doing that, this light, important to note, these lights are IPX8 rated. So yes, they are ready to rock and roll. You can use them for work, play, whatever you want. I wouldn't toss it in a swimming pool or anything, but that's just me. I tend to kind of be a little bit more careful with some of my lights. I do have some beater lights, beater knives. I'm sure we all do, but for lights like this probably won't get carried. I think I got to sneeze. No? Okay. My nose started tingling like I was going to sneeze, and then it never came. That was awful. So overall, let's see here. We did that. I'm just going to throw out a couple more lights. So here is the Lumentop LM10. Here is the Baton 3 Pro from this current sale. There you go. You can see it's really not that, not that small, especially when you compare it to something like this that is 1500 lumens. It definitely has a little bit smaller of a diameter, a little bit smaller carry profile than something this size, being that it's a AA versus an 18650 battery. But overall, it's not insanely small compared to something that size. Now the weight is much different, but that is comparing a copper light to a aluminum light. So if we look at it next to, this is the brass i3T. There you are. That is a AAA light. You can see that it is definitely bigger than that. And we'll throw it up next to the Arcfeld. This is the OG Arcfeld. This is the one with the green laser. You can see there. Ta-da! It is definitely smaller than that. And we'll just do like one more, maybe two. Here is your i3T Plus. And then I will throw in the Rovivon A9 Pro. And there he is. Rovivon A9 Pro at the size. These things are powerhouses, man. These things are so killer. Something this size pumping out over 600 lumens. I mean, that's pretty impressive. So that's one of those things that I talk about sometimes with Olight is I feel like they should just be a little bit more powerful, but they save that higher end power for their bigger flashlights, but they do charge a pretty good premium for those. That's always been kind of one of my complaints when it comes to Olight. So aside from that, I think this is a pretty good flashlight. I have a lot of i5Ts, a lot of i3Ts, i5Rs. I really like this style. Oh, now I've got the hiccups. Great. I really like this style of hiccups of flashlight. This one, if you've been on the channel for a while, you'll know this was my first Olight that was gifted to me. And it's kind of what got me started on Olight. So the i5 line is definitely kind of sentimental to me. I like to have them all. So anytime they come out with a new variant, I pick one up. For some reason, for this sale, I didn't buy the royal blue one. I just kind of overlooked it for some reason. So I'll have to add one of those. But that being said, I think that's worth it. I think it's cool. I like the color. I think it's pretty unique, and especially with it being, you know, what it stands for and the proceeds being donated, I think that's pretty awesome. So very commendable, Olight. Good job, guys. Aside from that, we're just going to kind of wrap this one up because, you know, there's not a whole lot left to say. It's an i5T, guys. We all probably have one. So we're hitting like 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and just wrap it up. I just wanted to look at the color and give Olight a shout out. So thank you guys so much for stopping by, checking out the channel. I really, really appreciate it. If you are going to buy anything from Olight, I have a link down below you can use to help support the channel. And I also have a discount code, FBE10, if you want to save 10% at checkout. So I'll have those in the description below. Drop down, check those out. Thanks again. I appreciate you guys so much. And if you liked this video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing. I post pretty much every day. I'll catch y'all on the next one.